The MATC become aware of the need for it?
A couple things. Our president, Dr. Vicki Martin, was attending a conference, and during that conference, she heard about the National Initiative for Promise. The promise was to being used to really provide opportunity for education for those that are less fortunate and disadvantaged. And so when we start to look at our Milwaukee community, we look heavily at the fact that over 75,000 students between K-12 are considered economically disadvantaged. So what does that mean? That means that they don't have a lot of the resources that a lot of students would have in terms of transitioning to college. So our goal for Promise is to help to fill that need. Fill the need for those students to really receive a credential or economic value, a degree, or something to help them move forward. So Dr. Martin, about 4 years ago, came back to the college at that time with this idea that we can promise a better education for our students in the Milwaukee community. And so with that, Promise was born. As you saw, we do have information sessions going on throughout the city over the next several months. And those information sessions will serve twofold. One, as an introduction of the Adult Promise and MATC to those who are not really familiar with the program. And two, and which is most importantly, to engage those students to get back into the college process. So we will have financial aid representatives there, we will have our admissions teams there, counseling advisors may be there from time to time, really to help those students to figure out what do I need to do to get back to college. And that's key. I think our students have a variety of problems, but some of the problems are problems that all students face, right? But sometimes when economics become a barrier at times, it can impact you. So a lot of times our students have to work. And so when some traditional college students can take 15 credit hours and they're just doing school, that's their time. But some of our students have to take 15 credit hours and 8 credit hours and 9 credit hours and work a 40-hour-a-week job. That's a challenge at times, right? So how do you balance that time management piece? We have counselors, advisors, and case managers really working with our students to help them figure that piece out. So our service as a community is to make sure that we give our students the tools they need to be successful. If you can't eat, you can't think in class. If you don't know where you're going to stay tonight, it's going to be hard for you to be successful. So we want to make sure we kind of remove some of those other life barriers as much as we can to make sure that you can focus as a student on being successful in school and make that your priority. The goal of the program, again, is to bring them back. So our goal is not to provide an incentive for you not to go. Our goal is we don't want a student to start and say, hey, they have this program, I'm going to sit out. No, our goal is we're going to support you while you're here. But if you've been out for 2 years, we're going to provide additional wraparound support to kind of help you because we feel as though it's our mission to support those students and making sure that we don't fail them twice, right? So sometimes, at some point, a college failed those students in a way. They didn't allow them to complete, or life happened and they weren't able to complete. Our goal is to kind of help them not let that happen. And again, you're going to have some that you're not going to have 100% in everything. But our goal is to help as many as we can, and by doing that, we're helping our employers, we're helping our business partners, and we're helping Milwaukee as a whole. So I want to highlight too that we received the Mandy Award for some of this work. And under our leader, Dr. Martin, under the support of our district board of directors, under the actual sweat equity of all our staff, frontline staff, welcome center, call center, advising, counseling, faculty, our goal is to not only just support a small segment of the population, our goal is to impact the entire Milwaukee community. And by bringing students back, we see education as a way to impact this community as a whole.